Good morning. This is Julie in Michigan, greeting you this bright sunny day. Well, maybe it will be. It's not yet. I've had my morning coffee and bagel, looking at this wall that really needs a coat of mud. That's not the proper name for it, but that's what I call it. It is like mud. And also my trim, I've got to do some painting. When I had the windows replaced, they tore out the old ones, and all my windows need a little bit of attention with paint. And right now, with everything cleared out of the kitchen, this is the best time to do it. So as I continue to work on the walls, this wall especially, when this wall is done, then I can put in the trim around the window. But best to get that inner trim done now while there's not anything to distract me. But before I do all that, this is really what I wanted to say this morning, how important this is. So I'm going to put my glasses on because I have to have it read. A friend made this for me a few years ago, and I'm sure you probably have seen it, but it's so important. And sometimes I just hear the words and I know, okay, you need to read the whole thing again. So I'm going to read it for you. Time to pray. I got up early one morning and rushed right into the day. I had so much to accomplish that I didn't take time to pray. Problems just tumbled about me, and heavier came each task. Why doesn't God help me, I wondered. He answered, you didn't ask. I wanted to see joy and beauty, but the day toiled on gray and bleak. I wondered why God didn't show me. He said, but you didn't seek. I tried to come into God's presence. I used all my keys at the lock. God gently and lovingly chided, my child, you didn't knock. I woke up early this morning and paused before entering the day. I had so much to accomplish that I had to take time to pray. And it shows author unknown. But maybe that is credited to somebody somewhere, but on the particular piece I have, it's unknown. I have a lot to accomplish today. I have some opportunities, and who knows what I'm going to do. The problem is it's going to be hot today. It's going to be close to 90. And if I was in Florida, that wouldn't be such a problem. But I'm in Michigan, and I moved back up here because of the cooler temperatures. So I could work on this wall, or I could work on this wall, which still has the sheet because I don't have the trim around the windows yet. And I think a good plan for me today would be to paint this trim where it got scraped up a bit when when the new storm windows got put on. They pulled out the old ones and all that paint chipped on every window, and there was just so much going on. Having windows installed meant that I had to clear everything away from the windows. And what do I have? Something in here this morning. I don't usually get bugs in here, but I've got some little flying thing. I've had my coffee, I've had my bagel. I'm going to sit down and pray for direction. Do I work on the house? Do I drive 45 miles to a friend's house that lives on the lake that has a pontoon? It's iffy. She's had a lot of health issues, and whether or not she's going to be actually up there and ready to go in the boat is not 100% sure. Plus she has a 20-something daughter, and she and her friends sometimes go out on the pontoon, and I could go along, but you know, I really enjoy it more when it's a group of women my age. Not that there's anything wrong with her daughter, but we just have different interests. So that's one thing. And then this evening I've got at the dog park, some friends of mine are going to be doing some acoustical performance, and there'll be some friends there. That's not quite as far. That's probably about 35 miles. At the same time, my friend Dale, my bike riding buddy, she spent the night, who knows her issues with her, why, whatever. She just texted me that she needed a break and she'd gone camping nearby, at least for overnight. So she took off work, and which means today she may have to work to replace that. I haven't heard from her yet. So, it's just one of those days where I could work at home, I could work on this wall, I could work on painting, I could, go to Lowe's and I could measure the window and go to Lowe's and get the panels to do the trim around the window after I paint those patches. I could go play, I could go bike ride. I guess there's a possibility that I do nothing. But I woke up early this morning. As again, I'm rushed right into the day. So I'm going to get off here and I'm going to sit still and just do some silent meditation there, Not actually praying for anything, more just putting myself in a place where I can receive information from the universe. God is my preference. I don't necessarily think God is a he. I think, I grew up going to Sunday school where I was taught God was a he. But it's just habit. It doesn't mean anything. I don't think God has genitals, seriously. But I know there is a presence, and this presence is like a divine intelligence. And I need that divine intelligence, because on my own, who knows, I might just go sit in front of the TV and watch movies all day, which is not going to happen. This kitchen won't get done if I go sit and watch movies all day. So this is 7 minutes long. I think I'm going to call it a day on today's video, unless I get back on after doing some painting or while doing some painting. So again, if this catches your interest at all, you want to subscribe and like, I sure appreciate it, as I'm trying to build this channel and really get more organized into helping you solve your tiny kitchen problems as I solve my tiny kitchen problems. But I try to work an hour or two a day doing something for the kitchen. And I'm going to sit down and do some meditation and see what comes to me as a good plan for the day. So you all have a good one, and comment if you like, or ask any questions, or whatever you want to say. Maybe about my neighbor's window being in my video. Okay, see you later.